Hello, Pogo. I was just feeding the cart. The cart. She's a little hungry devil at the moment, which is fine because she goes through periods where she doesn't eat and it freaks me out. So she gets to stuff her face the rest of the time. I watched a football match today. England women's versus Australia's women's team. We got given time off work to watch it, so I did. It might be coming home. Yeah, exactly. Oh, I've got a knock at the...
Baby shark doo 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 doo. Baby shark doo 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 doo. Looking close doo 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 doo. Detective Baby Shark.
Sorry, that was my auntie. She was dropping off some doorknobs. She heard it's coming home, maybe. I've got the window open. Pogo watch the game. Yay! Yeah, we got given 2 hours extra off to watch it, which is nice. I don't usually watch football, but I was like, time off? Hell yeah. Oh, the baby shark, no. I didn't even hear it. Oh, I missed out on baby shark. Wait, where's the game? Where's... Okay, here it is. Nancy Drew, the deadly device. Oh, yeah. Oh, I mean, it's not that important. But... old habits. At everyone. Live with a new Nancy. Thanks. Oh, I'm a mess. I'm a mess. Yeah, they did well. I felt bad for them. They seemed very upset. They blooming did. I thought we were going to go fisticuffs. I don't usually watch football, but yeah, the time off that we were given, plus I watched a men's game of football one time, so I thought I better watch one women's to balance things out. Because at the end of the day, if someone said, you have to watch one World Cup, I would pick the women's. Yeah, I accidentally watched the last World Cup for the men's, I think, because it was when it was like me and my flatmate who had been living together for 8 years. It was our last night together, so we went out, and yeah, obviously everywhere in London was showing it, and so we just kind of got swept into it. Highlight. Blight, have you played this one? As can be said from the title, I've got 5 hours in this game from 2 separate playtimes already, and I have not been able to do it. Let me launch it. Please help. Dare to play. I did not watch the Australia versus France game. I only watched today's. Hi, Kona. Hi, Kona. Interestingly, this is one of 2 Nancy Drew games, I think, that are about murder. Somebody is murdered in this one.
Baby shark doo 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 doo.
Oh my god.
Baby shark doo
I don't have my headphones on, no!
looking close.
I can only hear it distantly.
Detective.
Arr,
Baby shark.
I miss it again. There's been a murder. No, I can't. I keep missing it. Oh, do 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 do. Okay, let's get the game up. I didn't realise it hadn't finished downloading when I tried to download it before, so it was just catching up. Let's see if it'll actually do this properly. Oh, did they fight, Buggo? Did they fight? So this one's like a sciencey game. That's probably why I failed. I'm an amateur. That's so bad that they don't give you a time, Violet. Disrespectful. Mine give a 2-hour time period at least. Scientists found electrocuted in laboratory. Foul play suspected. Niko Jovic.
Nancy, you made it. Good.
You couldn't tell me much earlier. What's the story?
You'll find all the information in Nico's desk drawer. The combination is 171943.
Got it. I'll need full access to the lab and a cover.
For the cover, say you're doing due diligence for a new investor. I'll back you up if anyone asks. But full access to the lab? No. It's too dangerous.
If I can't investigate everything, I might have a problem on my hands.
All right. I'll have Ellie set up a demo for you. But that's it. The equipment in this lab is extremely dangerous.
Got it.
Approach the case how you want, but I think I know where you should start. Ryan. The police really thought she might be behind Nico's murder. They just couldn't prove it. She built the machine that killed him, and supposedly she'd threatened him. Start there.
So I'm guessing it's not her.
If you need me, I'll be on my phone. Good luck. Stay safe. And please, help me do right by Nico. He was a brilliant scientist and a good man.
It was the longest penalty shootout ever in World Cup history. That's incredible. Read the case file.
This must be the drawer where Victor put the case file.
Hello, Magpie Bee. I am terrible at this one. I've tried to play it twice before and not been able to do it. So I'm trying. I did not stream it both times. So I'm attempting it on stream. Hopefully more brains, better. I find this one really difficult. Nancy, here are the notes from the police investigation. Keep the contents of the file to yourself and do not remove it from Nico's office. If anyone should discover the file on you, your cover will be blown. Yeah. The more hints, the better. Victim, Nico Jovic, PhD, 61 years old. Theoretical physicist, co-owner of Technology of Tomorrow Today facility. Oh, he's a co-owner. Body discovered in Tesla Coil Lab by Ellie York at 12:13 a.m. Body removed by coroner. Cause of death confirmed as electrocution via high voltage discharge of the Tesla coil. Yeah, at least Pogo, you can still get that bronze. Now England v Spain, Sunday. It could be coming home. Victim was widely acclaimed as a genius in his field, known to have poor social skills, perceived as unfriendly or uncaring, even antagonistic by co-workers, never married, no immediate family living. Crime scene evidence, victim's expertise and decades of experience in wireless energy and the high-level safety features built into the Tesla coil's operating procedure indicate against victim's death as a workplace accident. Victim's death is therefore regarded as suspicious. Lab access restricted to employees only by secure keycard entry. Mason Quinto, research assistant, day shift, claimed to have been on a date at time of death, but according to his date, they had parted ways by 10:30 p.m. Dislike of victim evidence during questioning. Ellie York, research assistant, night shift, on site at time of death, called 911 to report incident. Update, left town the following evening. Ryan, this is who they think did it. So, I'm guessing she did not, because it's never that person. Technical engineer day shift stated that she was driving back to the lab from Colorado Springs at time of death, appeared distraught, evasive and nervous during questioning, built the machine that killed victim. Gray Courtwright, head of security night shift, on site at time of death, taciturn, recalcitrant and unfriendly towards police. Can't wait to speak to him then. Refused to speak of his relationship with the victim. Co-workers seemed uncertain as how he has continued to keep his position. Oh, interesting. He's got an in. Victor Lossett, laboratory co-owner, office off-site, oversees business and financial decisions, stated he was working alone in off-site office at time of death. So it could be this guy who's hired us, to be honest, because they're co-owners. Maybe he's trying to get rid of him. You never know. Suspect questioning failed to provide an ironclad alibi for any employee. Keycard log records indicate another entry shortly before victim's death, but security video LBTY510258, I'm going to write that down because I think I'm going to want to look at that. Obtained from head of security showed no one entering lab from the time of victim's entrance until after his time of death. The keycard used to enter the lab after victim has not been recovered from premises and does not match any keycard ID in the logs. It is believed a power surge occurred on site as a result of coil tests being run shortly before victim's death, causing a glitch in the log system. Witness statements and crime scene evidence suggest Ryan Kilpatrick as the prime suspect. She was arrested and brought to the police station for interrogation. After lengthy questioning, Ryan Kilpatrick was released due to lack of concrete evidence but remains a person of interest. No further leads at the time. Case remains open, unsolved. Crime scene decontaminated and lab's office and surrounding rooms restored to pre-incident state. Personal belongings of victim recovered as evidence, including files and experimental notes, shall remain in police possession for further investigation. Scientific equipment has been released back to lab. Secured site reopened to scientific use.
I need to find a way to fix this.
Crawlmeister. They always come up. They make a lot. This bird. Oh my god.
It looks like it's missing the opening mechanism.
Don't get me away from my Kringle bars. Okay, that's locked. Anything to look at here? Don't think so. Sure, that'll come up later. Okay. I remember finding it quite difficult to find my way around this office. Okay. What about the other side of the desk? Can I go there? What are you? Hi, Charlie! Charlie! Okay. We solving a murder.
Check.
Okay, we've seen everything there is to see there. Hello?
Hello, Nancy. I forgot to tell you, we've been having a lot of outages lately.
Funny you mention that. I think you're having one right now.
It's nothing to worry about. We've got backup on the big systems. Most of the time, Gray can get things back online in an hour. Occasionally it takes a while, but rarely does it come close to the critical window.
Critical window?
Some of the equipment can get unruly when the power supply isn't consistent. Don't worry about it, though. Take the time to get settled. Catch up on sleep. All right. Gotta run.
Okay, well, screw us, I guess.
Okay, what's that?
I want to turn around, but I don't know how. I feel like Nancy's just gonna
Come on.
fall into everything.
Ow, my toe.
Okay, maybe we should just go to bed. Kona, Kona, Kona!
This was not what I expected when I set the alarm.
What's wrong? Ah!
You, come with me.
What's going on?
No chit-chat. Come, now. We need to get the system shut down before the grid goes critical. Get all those switches powered off. I'll do the rest.
Pardon? Low power, power off, high power. Okay. What do I do then? I thought I could pull these, but nothing's happening. Okay.
Could this have been used to keep the power on? I need to keep this together with any other evidence I find.
Mine. Okay, now we can do it. Okay, so it like turns all the ones here. Is low power good enough? Mm. Boo to this. Ooh, I do not like that buzzing. That buzzing in my ear. Yeah, I don't think this is going to be my forte either, to be honest. It's not going well. Let's just say that. We can get them all to swan colour. This is timed as well, right? We've got to do it before it gets critical or something. My God. Well, why can't this be enough? Yeah, I think I use that so much in Ghost of Thornton Hall. It basically did the whole end game for me. Yeah, when I'm done. I kind of lost my patience with Ghost of Thornton Hall a little bit, I will not lie. I lose my patience with a lot of the end, like the later games. They're so close to being good, and then they just will do something that's so annoying. Like, I heard you like puzzles. Here's this puzzle which you can only solve if you are an expert in this subject, or you have a stellar memory, because we told you this information 3 days ago when you played. I mean, it's not... The timing is... If it is timed, it's quite generous. This is not going that well, is it? first puzzle of the game. Great start. Why? Why? I'm being tormented by Nancy Drew yet again. This is fun! I'm having fun! Boo! There you go, you can reset it. Is that so that you can cheat and tell it, say please tell me what to do? There we go. That was quite generous with the time, but I feel
get the system shut down before the grid
I'm
goes
kind of
critical.
angry because I feel like
Get
I was
all those
onto
switches
something
powered
there.
off. I'll do the rest.
One second, getting a phone call. Well, that was my talk on the phone and do Nancy Drew puzzle skill. It sure is. Kona, I expect. Have you not solved it yet? This one's gonna have lots of code. You're the resident code cracker. Remember? Remember? It's okay, everyone. Kona's got the answers. We're saved. God. Hint. It's just gonna tell me something really obvious. All of them completely off. Okay, let's aim for that then. We could do that. Maybe. Kona saves the day. What? Oh no, Kona's busy. I can't even turn them all off. It's not going great. We need some green, preferably. Found a solution, but it seems too good to be true. Oh no. That doesn't sound good. I wonder, okay, let's see if they... Try starting in the upper left. Is it just like...
Nice work. Get out.
Who are you? What just happened?
My God.
If this was on critical, they'll be dead right now. I'm Greg.
The hint that it was simple surprisingly worked. Wow. I feel cheated. Cheated out of 10 minutes of my life. Yeah, that's kind of annoying because there should be a solution if you were to just keep clicking until to your heart's content. That should be a solution too.
It's locked.
It's locked. Going up.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. Mason's not very forgiving.
Okay, yeah, so one of
Can I
them
help
is
you?
the
What
night
brings you here?
staff.
School?
Actually, I'm checking the lab out for a new potential owner.
Oh yeah, Nancy, right?
Yes.
Ellie. Victor wanted me to show you the coil. I guess you could say you're lucky. Most people never get to see the inside of the lab. And we're not exactly up to giving tours, considering. Ready?
Okay, let's see what this is.
Pretty impressive, isn't it?
Is this the coil that was responsible for Nico's death?
Yes. It's been rewired since that night. It never should have been set up that way in the first place.
Why was it wired that way? There must have been a reason, right?
Now, I need you to focus on what we are doing. It's very dangerous. What you're in right now is called a Faraday cage.
Well, how does it work?
Basically, it conducts the electricity away from whatever is inside it, keeping you safe. Here we go!
That's a lot of
Okay,
electricity.
that's it. Back to the office.
Thanks for the demo. Any chance you could let me look around in the lab sometime?
Nope.
I was just thinking, Nancy's undercover here as somebody scoping out the company for somebody to buy. And I'm just thinking, it's very lucky that nobody ever Googles her name, because it would come up with amateur sleuth, caught 17th murderer, or something like that. Yeah, we probably will end up having to get out of that lab at some point.
You said the coil should never have been wired the way it was the night Nico died. Why not?
Wiring the secondary and primary coils together is a good way to get yourself killed. Or someone else.
Are you sure it was Ryan?
Yes.
Why would she do that?
She said Nico insisted.
Does that sound like something Nico would do?
I never understood him. But if he was even a fraction as smart as his work leads me to believe, why would he do something so dangerous?
Can you tell me what you do at the lab?
In plain terms, I'm a research scientist.
How long have you worked here?
Some days it feels like decades. I don't actually know. 2 years? Maybe a bit less.
Do you share the office?
In a way. Mason's station is over there. He's in during the day.
Is there a way into the lab without a key card?
No. Trust me, I've tried. I'm not great at remembering to bring my card, and Gray does not like letting me in.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay.
That's done.
Maybe we can come back in the day and meet the other guy. Frank and Joe Hardy are the ones we call this time. Where's Bess? Is she busy? Stop the madness. Prevent office supply kidnappings. Do not move. Okay, I'm gonna have to take something together at some point. Evidence. This. Can I tape those together, do you think? Or not? No. Okay. Aggregation. I'm gonna beat that Mason's high score. Oh, I remember this game. It's annoying. It takes forever. No. Let's try and get the high score now. I can't even remember what it was. Darn. Well, this is fun to watch, I'm sure, but I believe it's necessary to beat his high score. I don't know if I should do that now or later, because I can't remember if it works if you beat it before you have to speak to him. Do it now or later. We're on a roll now. What was his high score? Was it like... I remember this taking me a while to do last time as well, and it's just not that good of a game. No. Darn. I've kind of backed myself into a corner here. Oh, I could have done the yellow through there. I didn't want it to be a case where I beat his high score and then later I have to come and beat my high score because the game doesn't remember that I've already beat it. Because that can happen. That can happen. Darn. Done this again. Although I'm this close to giving up. This close. I'm holding my fingers really close together. This close. No. Mm-hmm. But you get such a high score from finishing a level. This, how close is this close? Very close. fingers so close together you can't see the gap. Get out of here. Wait, wasn't his score like 70,000 or something? I've been playing this for 10 years. It's been 10,000 years.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew.
Hi, I'm Nancy Drew. Oh, I'm Nancy Drew. Hello, Abe Lincoln. We're struggling our way through Nancy Drew. The Deadly Device. Yeah, I'm hoping streaming it is gonna make it a little bit better. But then I remember this game. And how long it takes to beat the score, and haven't even been asked to do it yet, so I'm kind of concerned. What's this one? Gotta do that. I think this is what gets one of them out of their office. You tell them that you've beaten their high score, and they're like, "No, no, not my high score." Oh, I did not mean to put that there. What a waste. I'm just kind of putting them anywhere at this point. My interest has hit an all-time low. It would help if I remembered how far I had to get Like, how much of this do I have to tolerate? How much longer must it go on? I might finish soon and then I could always just grind this part off stream, grind Nancy Drew off stream, grind that aggregation score. That's what all the cool kids do. Because we haven't even met everyone yet. No. I don't know what I'm doing here. There we go. Boo. Is this just gonna give me infinite points? Okay, we're going to meet people. Where did I get to? I didn't even... Did I? Oh, I almost got his high score. No! I thought his high score was much higher than that. No. Oh well. That didn't take that long, actually. I thought his high score was like triple that. Yeah, R.I.P. indeed. I gave up too soon. Aggregation. When will this end?
I need to find the power knob before I can use it.
What will we be doing? Jacking the bowl. That's terrifying. I want to go to this table. I read the case file. Can we go and talk to the security guy? I think he's on at nights.
Don't know you. Who let you in?
But we've already met. In the lab? Never mind. I'm Nancy. I'm here doing research for a new owner.
Just what this place needs.
You're not a fan of the idea?
Nope.
Why not?
Not a fan of most ideas.
Yeah, that's a strange attitude for someone who works at a research
That's a strange
facility.
attitude for someone who works at a research facility.
Might be.
I got him to laugh.
What do you think of Ellie?
What'd you say all these questions were for again?
I'm gathering information for a potential new owner.
Your questions say different. Say you're lying.
I'm just very thorough.
Then leave me alone. Thoroughly alone.
Come on, give me the goss. Why will no one gossip with me? Let's... Let's meet the day staff then. Oh,
Hey there, Nancy Drew.
Hi, Deirdre.
Are you in Colorado?
oh, it's
by
our
any
friend,
chance?
our good friend Deirdre.
Yes. How did you know?
Oh gosh, what happened there?
Some friend of my dad's called me for a reference for you.
And you gave him a good reference?
Well, I told him the truth.
That was very nice of you.
Was it? By the way, don't make a habit of it. Okay? Bye.
Wait, hang on a sec. I might need some outside help with this case.
Did you forget that I don't like you?
No, but I know you're studying criminology, and maybe someday I could help you out.
Oh, a non-specific promise with the word someday. Sounds too tempting to ignore. Yet, here I go.
Oh, Deirdre. You may remember Deirdre from Alibi in Ashes, the one where Nancy gets accused of setting fire to the town hall. She has a massive crush on Ned and hates Nancy for it, basically. Okay, this is where
It's locked.
it's locked. Oh my gosh, is that where the thing's from? This one?
It's locked.
Because it sounds exactly like the sound alert. Some of them sound a bit off, but that one sounds dead on.
It's
It's
locked.
locked. Duh. It doesn't have that music, but I don't know if that was added after the case. Oh my god.
I'm so sorry about that. Are we cool?
Yes.
She's on the
Good.
police suspect.
I was really hoping you'd be the type not to freak out about something like that. Not that you shouldn't. It's reasonable to freak out after a near-death experience. Not that that was super near-death, but you know, closer than what you get walking through most doors.
It's okay. I'm fine.
Good. I had a whole argument prepared about labs and the risks of working with machinery and the importance of forgiveness. Do you want me to hit all the bullet points?
That's not necessary.
Are you sure? I practiced. No, I get it. I'm Ryan.
I kind of hate you, Ryan.
What do you do at the lab?
I'm so sorry, but I have to ask why you're here. Why are you here?
I'm Nancy Drew. I'm here to do due diligence for a potential new owner.
I'm sorry. I'm an adult, and there's nothing funny about what you just said. Whoa! Wait! Back to the information. We're getting a new owner?
Maybe, but first I need to ask some intrusive questions.
Oh.
I know you've gotten enough of this, I really do, but it's my job.
I've done worse things for my job.
Like what?
I build tools. They're not always used in a good way.
What do you mean by that?
I couldn't tell you about it if I wanted to. Confidentiality.
She created a death ray, didn't she?
Who do you think killed Nico?
A little part of me thinks it's Gray.
Why?
I'm a little scared of him.
Same.
Me too.
You and me are terror twins. Those two had a strange relationship. They fought constantly, not sure why.
The part that was responsible for Nico's
I don't think it's
death
her
is
either, but she's
missing.
still annoying.
Do you know where it went?
No.
Are you sure? You sound like you're not telling me something.
I destroyed it. It's gone.
Why destroy it?
Because I made it! You know what? I need you to leave me alone right now. Go, please.
I think... Well, I haven't met the last guy it could be. But I think it's the other owner. The one who hired us to be here. Hmm.
This could help getting into the lab.
Let's meet the last guy.
If it looks like I'm busy, that means I'm busy.
What are you working on?
It's immensely complicated. Get a postgrad in advanced math and electrical engineering, then I'll explain it to you.
Put it in layman's terms.
Fine. There's this shiny magic that lives in the power lines, and it's dangerous and sly like a fox. And I'm using math to trick it into leaving the power lines, without accidentally making everyone die.
That sounds like you're working on the wireless transmission of electricity to me.
If you want to put too fine a point on it, go ahead, stranger. Which brings me to my next point.
Who am I?
Please let the answer be something that justifies me kicking you out of my workspace.
I'm here on behalf of a new potential owner.
Wrong.
No, that's correct.
No, I mean wrong answer for me.
Yeah,
Not
no
the
one
answer
is
I wanted to
particularly
hear.
nice, are they? I mean, their colleague has been murdered, and they're all under investigation, but can no one offer a little Nancy a kind word?
Do you know why Ryan would want to hurt Nico?
The police already asked the same thing.
Well, what did you tell them?
I said if I were to have killed Nico, it'd be because he stole my work.
Whoa, hold on.
It's just a for instance.
Is it?
Violet.
Yes, that's because I think logically. I force myself to think from A to B to C, and so on. Ryan is all over the place. For her, it's A to zucchini, to that thing from TV, to maybe C, then on to some non sequitur. I don't trust anyone I can't explain.
I don't like this guy either. I did not beat his high score.
Who do you see on an average day?
Just me. Sometimes Ryan. You ask a lot of questions. Ever thought of being a scientist?
Sometimes.
Good answer. The world needs more people with questions, and fewer people who are sure they have the answers.
Did you work directly with Nico?
No one worked with Nico. We barely spoke to each other. That's the way he liked it. He practically lived in the lab. If he wanted to look at my work, he'd just root around in my hard drive.
So he'd come in here when you were gone?
No, he'd use the network.
He'd just
I
sneak in
am
your
back.
files? That seems kind of annoying.
Not kind of. Entirely. It's unethical, and it allowed him to steal.
What do you remember about the day Nico died?
More than I'd care to.
I imagine. Did anything stick out?
Yes, the police. It was weird. One of us killed Nico, and here they were, talking about a basketball game. Like it was any other day.
What else do you remember?
I remember Ryan. They took her out in cuffs. She came back the next day. Never said a word about what happened.
Do you like Ryan?
Wow, that's a lot
Let
to
me
ask
save you
him.
some time. I don't like anyone.
That can't be true.
Observe, and I'll demonstrate. Other people.
He's the worst. Everybody here is the worst. I like the old grumpy man the
You
best.
mentioned Nico stealing your work. Can you prove that?
No.
You must be pretty upset about that.
Say what you really want to say.
Did the police know your feelings about Nico?
What a peculiar question.
Do you have a peculiar answer?
I do in fact have a peculiar answer. I actually told the police the truth. A more interesting question is, how is Ryan still a free woman?
Why shouldn't she be?
In this case, the smoking gun is a miswired Tesla coil that she built.
There's two women. There's Ellie and there's Ryan. Ellie seems okay, but Ryan is a bit of a tryhard in my opinion.
Did you dislike Nico?
Very much so.
Would you go as far as to say you hated Nico?
I would go that far, and further. That guy was a jerk.
That seems a little disrespectful, considering...
Does it? Am I supposed to pretend he's great now that he's dead? Lots of jerks have died, and he's one of them. He's a dead, brilliant, jerk madman. The world would be much better off if he'd lived to share more of his intellect. But I selfishly am glad I'll never have to deal with him again.
Yeah, they're all like this. They're all very angry.
It seems strange to me that you could be so blasé about a murder.
I deal with things on my own time. But if you are desperate to watch someone cry, Ellie's always available.
What do you think of Ellie?
She hates me so much that she switched to the night shift.
Wow.
Come to think of it, she hates me so much I should actually feel a sense of accomplishment. Which I now do. There it is.
What did you do that she dislikes you so much?
Why do you assume it was me?
It was obviously you. Listen to you. You're proud. I just don't know how horrible you would have to be to get someone to switch to the night shift. Like, for them to switch their whole life around, basically.
I took an educated guess.
I did too. Still couldn't figure it out. But the fact remains, we are not besties, as she likes to say. We are worsties.
What's so special about Tesla?
If you have to ask that...
Oh, Nancy,
you
don't
haven't
say
done your
that.
research.
I mean, to you. What brought you here?
The work. I turned down Los Alamos in a tenure-track position to be here. Most people don't know this, but the majority of Tesla's
Nancy's
work
looking
was
to get
confiscated
cancelled
by
on
the
Twitter.
FBI.
Why?
Could be he was designing weapons. Could be he had a breakthrough that threatened the energy magnates. Don't know. It's all been hidden. What matters is, there's a little bit still here. I always suspected Nico had some squirreled away, and I'd be able to find it. But either he didn't, or I couldn't.
You said you were searching for Nico's work. Did you ever look in Nico's personal things?
Of course I looked.
Can
He's
you tell me
honest,
a little
though.
bit about Gray?
He always gives me an industrial-sized portion of the creeps. The only person who ever liked Gray was Nico. And I think he just liked keeping Gray around to scare everyone away from his work.
Did he try to scare you away from Nico's work?
No. He tried to scare me away from my own work.
What does that mean?
He was Nico's heavy. I figured he'd leave once the police gave the all clear. Trust me, if he's still here, he's up to something. Your boss would be smart to get rid of him.
What was Nico working on before he died?
There wasn't a name for it yet, officially. It was basically wireless energy transfer. That was helpful for you. So how about you tell me something about your boss?
I'm sorry, I can't. Confidential. What are you doing?
I want you to tell me what you know, but I can't tell if you're a pushover or not.
Not.
Ah, efficiency. One of the rare graces of a post-manner society.
Who is this guy? Mason, I hate you.
Did you see? I beat your high score.
Yes, if fighting is sure to result in victory, then you must fight. Sun Tzu compels me to take you down. Prepare yourself, opponent.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye.
I didn't think I did beat his high score, but maybe I did. Oh. Kona, quick! Kona, you're up! Puzzle. Some letters are in this colour, which I'm guessing is for this. Newtons, I think. Newtons. Maybe? Since we're in the vein of science. I took a screenshot. Call coder, crack the code. Yeah, he can't be the killer because he's the worst. Tesla coils, a user's guide. Oh my god. To lower voltage stress, we replace the old single cap with a multi-miniature capacitor matrix MMC. Will charge only when there is no other cap of a similar colour rating in the same row or column. Oh well, we're going to need that. Nancy's going to become a electrical engineer. Ryan replaced part in spark gap with one made to her modifications. Note for future tests. Now coil won't run without the new part in place. Oh my god. I'm remembering why I couldn't finish this one. Let's go downstairs. I think we've met everyone now. Yep, there we go.
Haven't done that.
Okay, so we can't get in there in the day. What are you? It's books. There's pictures of Tesla blooming everywhere. I know this is meant to be Tesla, but still. The life and times of Nikola Tesla. Nikola Tesla was a genius, visionary, and inventor who left an indelible mark on the world. With 700 patents to his name, Tesla broke new ground in research and design to usher in a second industrial revolution. Many of today's technologies are based on Tesla's designs. Tesla was born on July 10th, 1856 in Smiljan, maybe, in the Austro-Hungarian province of Lika, in modern-day Croatia, to Serbian parents. He showed signs of genius at an early age. His ability to solve complex mathematical and mechanical problems in his head helped him come up with his inventions. One of his first inventions was a bladeless water wheel, an early version of the famous Tesla turbine, when he was only 5 years old. In 1884, Tesla arrived in New York with just 4 cents and a letter of introduction to Thomas Edison in his pocket. The letter from the inventor Charles Batchelor stated, "My dear Edison, I know 2 great men and you are one of them. The other is this young man." From the first interview, Edison recognized Tesla's talent and promptly hired him to improve Edison's direct current dynamos, promising a $50,000 bonus. Jeez. Should Tesla succeed. These civilities were not to last. Despite their shared genius, the 2 men were unalike as possible. Self-taught, Edison worked by trial and error and backed DC power, while Tesla fully visualized his inventions before building them and believed that AC was the future of electricity. The breakup came when Tesla, having fixed the DC dynamos, went to claim his bonus. Edison declared the offer had been just a joke. What? You can't joke about that. Tesla quit. Now free to focus on AC power, but lacking the needed funds, Tesla was forced to dig ditches to make ends meet. This ended when industrialist George Westinghouse bought the AC polyphase patents Tesla had filed. Tesla and Westinghouse partnered to face off against Edison in an electrical battle that became known as the War of the Currents. Nice. Tesla's genius wasn't restricted to AC, he was also the inventor of radio, though history books continue to give that credit to someone Marconi. Guillermo Marconi. Tesla's first radio patents were filed in 1897 and granted in 1900. Marconi's radio patents weren't filed until November 1900 and were initially refused because they infringed on Tesla's existing patents. In 1904, for unconfirmed reasons, Tesla's patents were reversed and the radio patent was given to Marconi. Ironically, after Tesla's death in 1943, the Supreme Court would restore the radio patent to Tesla for purely political reasons. Radio was just one of Tesla's innovations. His creations included the induction motor, a remote-controlled toy boat that foreshadowed robotics, the Tesla coil in his Colorado Springs lab, the first AC hydroelectric power plant at Niagara Falls, the Tesla turbine engine, fluorescent lights, the doomed wireless energy transmitter called the Wardenclyffe Tower, one of the first plans for radar, and even a proposed death beam for military use. My god. But Tesla's genius came at a price. He cared more about inventing than making money, and often ran out of funds as a result. He had only a few close friends, one of whom was Mark Twain. He had a pathological fear of germs, an obsession with the number 3, was repulsed by the sight of pearls, and suffered from visions throughout his life. He had a strong attachment to pigeons, particularly a white one he cared for in his room. He outlived his fame, dying in 1943 alone in his room at the Hotel New Yorker. After Tesla's death, the FBI seized his paperwork and possessions, eventually releasing them in 1952. Still, theories abound that there was more in that hotel room than has ever been found. Hi, Duck Sauce, we're learning about Tesla. One of the most celebrated personalities of the 19th century, Tesla saw his star fade during his lifetime. Eclipsed in history, his legacy remains in the technology that runs the world today. From the electricity in our homes to the motors running our machines, to futuristic visions made reality, Nikola Tesla lives on all around us. And then a list of his patents. I'm guessing some of these will be important. I'm gonna take a drink. I'm hydrating myself because I am good. I am good. Water. Okay. Let's come back at night. I wonder if he's beaten. He has. He's gone after the score again.
How's my favorite buddy?
What do you want, Deirdre?
What do I want? This is about what you want, Nancy Drew.
Is that so?
It could not be more so. I come bearing apologies. I want to help you, Nancy Drew. I want to be your girl on the inside of the exciting world of criminology.
Why the sudden change of heart?
Because apparently it still counts as plagiarism if you pay someone to write your paper. I mean, is capitalism dead?
Deirdre.
That's what it seems like.
And you want to help me because...
I made a bargain with my prof. If I can help an actual murder investigation, I'll get credit. So I help you.
What school is
help
this?
You collect data for my paper, and balance is restored to the universe.
How exactly can you help me?
I've got permission to use our criminal database. In fact, I already read up on the case.
That could come in handy. All right, it's a deal.
Great. Call when you need help, and I'll do what I can. Just don't call me when I'm busy.
Will do.
Okay.
What do you know about surveillance video?
That you watch it?
Have you heard of cases where the video has been faked?
Oh yeah, all the time.
How can you tell if the video's been edited in some way?
It's getting harder and harder to tell. But the number one thing you need to do is to make sure that you've got the original video feed. If you don't, analyzing the data file isn't going to do you much good.
Is there a way to know if I have the original?
Yeah, that's the detective part. Not in my wheelhouse.
I need you to check on 911 calls the night of the murder.
Consider it done. I'll text you the results.
Oh, wow, Deirdre. She useful. What time is it? Do we not know? Just night or day? What about the Hardy Boys?
Nancy, Frank was just talking about you.
Oh, yeah? Is that so?
Just recounting the time. So how are you? How's Colorado?
Science-y.
Awesome. Not bad.
I want to catch you up on the case.
Nancy just tells everyone what she's up to, eh?
There's already a word that means what you're trying to say. Frank, it's a language, not a museum. Tear down the velvet rope standing in the way of your word imagination. Joe. Sorry, Nancy. Please go ahead.
I was called in to solve a cold case murder.
Whoa, a murder. I am
Murder.
flabbergasted. Isn't that a little on the dangerous side?
It might be.
I wish we could be there to help.
Where are you?
We're on a submarine. Well, currently it's a boat, but intermittently it's a submarine.
What are you doing on a submarine?
It's sort of a long story, and we're still putting the pieces together. Not gonna lie, Nancy, it's some pretty sweet stuff. Crime syndicates, pirate treasure, and there's some talk of pirate ghosts, but no confirmations as of yet. But fingers crossed. More importantly, tell us about you.
I think there's like 2 Hardy Boy games. I'm surprised they didn't catch on more. I think it would be quite cool to have the Hardy Boy ones as well.
Okay, here's the full scoop. Victor, the lab owner, called me in to help solve a cold case.
Why did he call you? Isn't this a job for the police?
Well, that's the thing. The police hit a dead end, and Nico, the researcher who was killed, all of his papers were put into evidence.
And they stay in evidence until the case is closed, right?
Exactly.
What makes the papers so important?
Apparently, Nico was very close to making his research public. The research was supposedly going to revolutionize the way power is created and delivered in this country. Well, the world, really. Victor wants the papers released before anyone else connects the dots.
If it's such a big deal, how come he didn't go to some big private eye or something? Joe, probably because Nancy's got a very well-deserved reputation of being the best there is. I'm sorry, Nancy. I didn't mean it that way. It just seems like a really big job.
I thought the same thing, trust me. But he thinks because of my age, no one will suspect I'm undercover. I hope he's right.
But she's so young to have such a responsible job.
Keep us up to date. We'll do everything we can to help.
I just saw a really cool Tesla coil demo.
You just said the one thing that could make me wish I wasn't on a submarine. I agree. I've always wanted to see one up close.
It was really impressive. They're definitely on the dangerous side.
Not really. Well, they can be if they're wired up wrong, but overall they're pretty safe.
Do you know much about Tesla coils?
Are you kidding? I'm the biggest Nikola Tesla fan in the world. I think. It might be a tie. I'll allow that.
I met Mason.
What's Mason like?
Cold and detached.
That's a reassuring pair of personality traits. He sounds a little textbook. See if you can get a reaction out of him somehow.
Deirdre's decided to help me out.
What's in it for her?
A passing grade.
Oh, lucky. I wonder who her teacher is. I foiled 3 art heists, and did that help my art history grade? No. No, it did not. Rescue a stolen Vermeer, and you still get a C.
I met the whole crew.
Now the work begins. There are some intelligence guys here who owe us a favor. We'll see if anyone's got a pass they're hiding.
I met Gray.
What's his story?
He's a little intimidating.
You're not the type to be intimidated, so that must really be saying something.
I didn't know you two were Tesla fans.
Tesla was like a real-life wizard. Well, his contributions to the scientific community, are the most boring things to talk about when it comes to Tesla, Frank. He carried around an earthquake machine and built death rays.
That stuff is probably blown out of proportion.
I will not have you in boring Tesla, Frank. He was one of the few scientists who truly valued crazy giant lightning storms. When he was bored, he and Mark Twain would take turns electrocuting themselves. I mean, come on!
The flashy stuff is cool, Joe, but what really impresses me is how all of these seemingly crazy things he dreamed up are now being proven to be actually possible.
Like wireless energy.
Yeah, and harvesting energy from space and the Earth itself. Wait, is that what Nico was working on?
I don't know all of the details exactly, but it seems like it.
Amazing!
I met Ryan.
So, what's his story?
Her.
Okay, hang on. Adjusting mental image, removing mustache, change haircut and shoes, done. Wait, adding hat. Okay, done for real. So what's her story?
She's the one who made the part that malfunctioned and killed Nico.
That's serious. But if she wasn't arrested, there must be some doubt.
Some, but Victor really thinks she might be the one.
Does she seem like a cold-blooded killer?
No.
Then keep a close eye on her. Don't forget, your safety is more important than solving the case.
I met Ellie.
The verdict?
I agree, Pogo. I think it's the coroner. I don't know why he would have hired us to do it. To come here. Maybe hoping that we'd pin it on Ryan some more. But so far I don't... They're all horrible. So I'm not getting any vibes.
She's nice. A little quiet.
Isn't that what the neighbors always say on the news after someone goes berserk? She seems so quiet.
Says the loudest person I've ever met. Sometimes people are just quiet.
Bye.
Later.
Okay. Periodic table? Let me take it with me. Okay, let's go. I'm gonna talk to Ellie.
Oh, Nancy? What's up?
Since we've met everyone else now, we can ask her about all them.
How bad are relations between you and Mason?
I wouldn't say they're bad.
You might be the only one who wouldn't.
They're not great.
I get the impression that you two hate each other.
My Gram raised me to look for the good in everyone, even those who do me harm. Most times I find that glimmer of good, even in the meanest people. But Mason flashes that smug smile of his, and every rage center of my brain releases all of its hate Mason chemicals. Wish that weren't the truth, but it is.
At least the least awful one.
I also get the impression Mason doesn't like you very much.
Now that is fortunate. If I had to deal with him puppy-dogging all around all the time, I'd never get anything done.
Who else was here the night Nico died?
Gray. I think that's it.
But Nancy's track record is so high, I guess maybe he thinks he can't be found. But also it said in the case notes that he was working by himself, and that's his alibi, which is not a very good alibi.
Did you know Nico well?
No, but it wasn't for lack of trying.
So you weren't friends?
I don't know if he had friends.
He wasn't well liked?
No, it's not like that. I just don't think he needed people. Or if he did, then he hid it well. He was too much of a scientist.
You said Nico was too much of a scientist. What did you mean by that?
I'm organized in the way I think, but Okay, take Mason for example. He lives his life the way I work.
How so?
In all of the ways. When he makes a sandwich, He alphabetizes the ingredients. He's not human. Not that he's... It's hard to explain. Like if a computer had legs and a sweater, it'd be Mason. What it comes down to is, I'm 20%. Mason, maybe 60. Nico was 100% a scientist.
Oh my god. If he was worse than Mason. No wonder somebody tried to murder him. And succeeded, I guess.
Why do you and Mason work opposite schedules?
I'm a night Ellie.
Any other reason?
And as a good Southern girl, I know if you don't have anything good to say, you keep it zipped. Like this.
Is it me, or does Nancy sound a bit weird in this game? Like, she sounds a bit echoey to me, like she's in a large room.
Did Nico have a hard time with people?
Like I can
Not a
hear
hard
the
time,
recording
not
studio
exactly.
almost.
It was like he was plugged into a different current than the rest of us. People were to be studied and observed, but that was all he wanted. At least I hope that's how it was.
Was Nico close to anyone in the office? Did he talk to anyone?
Don't think so, really.
Goodbye.
Bye. I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Let me
Mason's not very
snoop.
forgiving. You don't want to be messing with his stuff.
Sorry, I was just a little curious.
You know, he's not here. Make you a
Yeah,
deal.
here we go. This is
He's
what we
been
have to
lording
do.
his high-scored aggregation over me. Take him down, and I'll let you poke around.
Actually, I already beat Mason's high score.
Oh, okay,
You
I
did
don't have to
good,
do it
kid.
again, even though I
This
did
is
not.
me looking the other way. It's a limited time offer.
I'll let you go.
Goodbye, Nancy.
Okay, then she's gonna let me go in. 15347 What's this? Write that down. No idea what it's about, but it's got to be good. Or it's not going to be his password. He's not that stupid, is he? Biometrics. An introduction. Oh my god. Okay, it's about passwords, so maybe it'll give us a hint to what he did. Biometrics is the security method that uses unique personal physical traits to act as keys or passwords. Iris and retina scans, voice recognition, facial shape, and fingerprints are commonly used biometric indicators. Fingerprint biometrics is gaining prevalence as an additional security measure in many industries as a replacement for traditional door locks. Instead of using a key or passcard, the user places their finger on a scanner, which captures their fingerprint. Yeah, but this way just is asking for people to get kidnapped or murdered. The scan is run against a user database. If a match is found, the lock is released. While fingerprint biometrics is generally more secure than a traditional key or password, it can be bypassed using a copy of a fingerprint registered in the database. Once you have the copy, the next step is to create a fake finger to use on the scanner. To make a fake finger, you'll need to create an etching of the fingerprint sample to use as a mold. Once the mold is prepared, gelatin can be melted down and poured over the mold. Sheet gelatin for cooking and gummy candies are two commonly available sources. The resulting gummy fingerprint will fool many fingerprint scanners. Ooh, maybe we're going to do that later. Is his password going to be made out of these? Is this how he's remembered it? Is it going to be these? Like the orange letters. I'm pretty sure Newton's... No, it can't be. Not enough Latin, that is. Someone's. Tesla's. Is there a... What could this be? Something sciencey, everyone. 2, 3, 4, 5, apostrophe 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You did get Teslas. Where's the S? Where's the S? There is. Okay, it could be Tesla something. Oh, it might be in that book we got. Tesla's. It's going to be like a patent of his. Maybe that's why. Okay, I'm gonna do it like this. So we think it's gonna be Tesla's and then the letters we've got left are EOMONW. Let's go and look at the book. That's in the room. Because then maybe we'll see what it is. Tesla's. Hometown? I think it's hometown. So Smiljan? Just go and do that. Oh. That? Yeah! Heh. I don't know what all that means, but
whoa. Ryan should never have been released. Better follow up on this.
okay. So Ryan's, is that her card number? Ryan 203587112 video. We're gonna have to get that guy out of the office. We're gonna 3D print something. Oh my god. This is like extreme match. Switch. Oh god. Where's switch? Yeah. I'm gonna fail. Oh, wait, I saw capacitor somewhere. Quick. Oh, I thought the time had gone, so I was no longer trying. Okay. It's going up. Should I try and get electrifying? I got dynamo. Hello, Rolling Stone. I don't like this one. I'm very bad. Very bad. Oh, I clicked the wrong one. Inductor. Diode. Where's the diode? It's going worse. Where's the speaker again? No. Oh, I'm doing even worse. Oh. It's going worse. I want to get a good score one more time. Fuse. I swear I just saw fuse, but where? Doctor. Woo! No, I didn't get electrifying. I got supercharged. Fine. Should we mess up his desk? Doesn't he hate mess? That's kind of evil. I can't remember which way his pens were. You monster. He's horrible! What do you mean? He's the worst! That's mean to it. Well, I can't remember which way his pens were left, so maybe that'll be it. Oh, I want to check. Check his bins. Everybody keeps everything in their bins. Okay, I guess we can't check the bin.
Did that. Can't check that off yet. Did that.
Okay.
Check. Did that.
We have to convince him to let us in on Ellie's desk at one point, which I feel like is going to be harder, strangely. 15 things you never knew about electricity. I'm alright. I'm good. Okay, I think I remember from the last time I attempted to play this game that we can get the guy to leave the security office. Oh my god. What am I doing? Oh my god. I would like to know what's going on. Oh, okay. You want them to charge every point? I'm confused. Okay, that looks good. Woo!
I need to get all of the numbers shown clockwise on the wheel using their binary code.
No! That poster has come back to get me. Okay. We did it. Wow, this is going too well, almost. Oh no, what's the password for the key codes? Maybe I should write that one that maybe Ryan had that one down. Surely that guy's gonna come back at some point. I don't know. No. How about security? We've got the video number here. We were told to watch. I don't want to push my luck either, though. He died. He was found at 12:13 AM, I think. What was she doing?
She's bypassing the security system. Interesting.
How do I do that?
These must be the key cards used to access the lab. I should figure out which number belongs to whom.
Well, this one is Ryan. 1 minute before. My god.
That number is from the night of the murder. It doesn't appear anywhere else in the logs. Can't check that off. That's done. That's done. Did that.
Okay, I'm not going to push my luck any longer on that. What are those numbers are everywhere.
That doesn't sound good. Ellie might want to know about this.
Hi.
Is the hall just outside the lab supposed to hum?
Nope.
Fantastic. Oh,
These could be useful.
what are they? Capacitors. Okay, that we just steal now, apparently. Hey, cheer up, capital E. It can't be that bad. Okay, it can be that bad. I've been to Colorado, but on the bright side, I sent you a letter. See, you're holding it right now. Guess who just got her license? The answer is me. Madre and Padre were quite proud of the accomplishment, and then slightly less proud when I got in an accident 30 minutes later. For 30 minutes, I had a perfect driving record. It was glorious. How's your super secret deal thing going? Also, can you please get a job where we don't always have to talk in secret code about everything? I know you don't want to talk about all of this, but I'm desperate to know if whatever it is you're doing is going to pan out. I look forward to the day I can say, and this is my fabulously wealthy yet brilliant and humble cousin Ellie. I have to get going, but I have one more thing to say. Those jokers in Colorado don't know what they're missing. I'm sorry the state's giving you a case of square peg syndrome, but it's not you, it's them. Anytime you get tired of life out there, you come home. I'll be waiting for you like we never skipped a beat. A hug and a high five, Rachel. That's nice. Poor Ellie, she seems to be struggling here. Unless she's the murderer in that case. Heck her. A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's court. His visor was up, there was death in his smile. I should never be able to dodge his sword, that was plain. Somebody was going to die this time. If he got the drop on me, I could name the corpse. We rose forward together and saluted the royalties. This time the king was disturbed. He said, "Where is thy strange weapon? It is stolen, sire. Hast another at hand?" "No, sire, I brought only the one." Then Merlin mixed in. He brought but the one, because there was but the one to bring. There exists none other but that one. It belongeth to the king of the demons of the sea. This man is a pretender and ignorant, else he had known that the weapon can be used in but 8 bouts only, and then it vanisheth away to its home under the sea. Then he is weaponless, said the king. Sir Sagramore, yes, he will grant his leave to borrow, and I will lend, said Sir Lancelot, limping up. He is a brave knight of his hands, and any that should be on live, what? And he shall have mine. He put his hand on his sword to draw it, but Sir Sagramore said, "Stay, it may not be. He shall fight with his own weapons. It was his privilege to choose them and bring them. If he has erred, on his head be it." "Knight," said the king, "that thou art overwrought with passion. It disorders thy mind. Wouldst kill a naked man?" "And he do it. He shall answer it to me," said Sir Lancelot. "I will answer it to any that he desireth," retorted Sir Sagramore hotly. Merlin broke in, rubbing his hands and smiling his low-downest smile of malicious gratification. "'Tis well said, right well said, and 'tis enough of parleying. Let my lord the king deliver the battle signal." Well, let me write down this number just in case Ellie comes back. Each set equals 15. Something about kings, battles, etc. Is that... Ooh, a key.
I need to find a way to play this.
A floppy disk. Reminder hints in this month's passcode for the control booth. The red shape is pressed neither first nor last. What? I'm going to take a picture of this. That looks important. Okay, Ellie, what about your... Oh, okay, you do not have anything to hide. Just... Unless it's in your code. Chicken cluck sound effects. This is Thornton Hall, I think. Kinda looks like it, but nicer. Maybe it's something else. Okay, what's this bin key? A key to the bin.
That's done.
Okay, we've found everything we need to.
Did that. Did that.
Okay, so we need to find a way to listen to the audio card. It's Nico's diary. Shoot. Why did he keep it on a floppy disk? Maybe because nobody else has one in the history of the world. Maybe we can take it to his office. Capacitors, a bin key. Although I don't know where the bin would be.
I need to find a way to fix this.
What even is it?
Find a way to fix this. I need to find a way to fix
Have a
this.
capacitor. Oh yeah, it's not 2 stories. Darn. Well, you never know. Maybe that was like their inspiration. I was hoping to find like a computer or something that Nancy can use. Oh, Deirdre texted us, I think. Yeah, heard back about the 911 call. Guess who waited 30 minutes before calling in the accident, according to time of death reports? Ellie, that's who. I wonder what she was doing, probably covering her murderous tracks. I mean, who does that? Stylishly late doesn't apply to 911 calls, and before you ask, that's all I know about this. Oh dear. Let's go and ask her maybe what she was doing.
Hello.
No,
I better
can't
get
ask
going.
her. Okay.
Bye.
Maybe on the maybe it's the security office that'll. But that computer looked pretty high tech. The microwave's out of order. Scandal. Let's call this guy.
Victor here.
There's a lot to ask him. Maybe we can get a feel for whether it's him.
Can you tell me a little bit about Ellie?
She's got that small town girl act down, Pat. I guess I just can't tell who she really is.
Mason says Nico was stealing from him. Is this true?
No, because the work isn't Mason's to begin with. It's a little troubling that he views it that way.
How did you hear about me?
Through a close friend. You've impressed a lot of people, Nancy.
You seem pretty sure Ryan's the one who killed Nico.
That's because she did. She made the part that malfunctioned and killed Nico. And confidentially, the police told me they're almost certain it's her. They just don't have enough evidence to get a conviction. This is your case. But don't let Ryan's buddy act fool you. She's not who she seems.
What do you think of Mason?
Smart kid. Don't know much about him.
Why did you hire me and not a big investigation firm?
The crew has been questioned a lot, as you can imagine. Everyone's defenses are up. You can pull off the undercover work without drawing too much suspicion. I know it's a long shot, but I've heard good things. And I already tried the by-the-book way, and that got me nowhere.
Can you tell me anything about Gray?
I don't know much about him. He was one of Nico's hires.
Nico brought Gray on?
Yes, I have no idea why. He's a head case.
True.
Watch yourself around him. Understand?
Do you think Gray could have killed Nico?
I don't know if he did, but I don't doubt he could have. Between you and me, if I didn't want him here to be investigated, I would have fired him immediately. Do not tell him that. I don't know how he might react. It could be really ugly.
Can you tell me a little bit about Nico?
He was an amazing scientist, years ahead of his time.
How long have you worked together?
Decades.
Did you spend any time together outside of work?
I don't know if there was much outside of work for Nico. So no.
Goodbye.
Talk to you later.
His answers were very short. Almost like it's him. Okay. Let's put this is our guess in. So that nobody can say we weren't ahead of it, Puggo. Okay, but that is going to be it because I streamed so long yesterday to finish Thornton Hall. But I think I managed to do some stuff in there that I didn't do last time. Like, I didn't manage to get Ellie to leave her desk. So that's exciting. Okay, I don't think anyone's streaming Nancy Drew right now. Oh, somebody is. Let's have a look. Let's see if they... Yeah. Okay, well... we'll raid somebody who's playing Captive Curse, which we've played before. It's the one set in Germany. Go be friends. Bye, thank you for coming.